And today I'm going to share with you what really makes a difference. That's what's crucial, how and why they set meaningful and audacious goals. The right goals for the right reasons. So here's a classic video from the 1970s of Professor Andy Grove.
The two key phrases of the management by objective systems are the objectives and the key result. And they match the two purposes. The objective is the direction. The key result has to be measurable. At the end, you can look and without any argument say, did I do that or did I not do it? Yes, no. Simple.
That's Andy. Yes, no, simple. Objectives and key results, or OKRs, are a simple goal-setting system. And they work for organizations, they work for teams, they even work for individuals. The objectives are what you want to have accomplished. The key results are how I'm going to get that done. Many of us are setting goals wrong, and most of us are not setting goals at all. A lot of organizations set objectives and meet them. They ship their sales, they introduce their new products, they make their numbers. But they lack a sense of purpose to inspire their teams. So how do you set these goals the right way? First, you must answer the question, why? I want to tell you a story. I work with a remarkable entrepreneur. Her name is Jeannie Kim. She runs a company called Nuna. Nuna is a healthcare data company. And then 2 years into the company's life, the federal government issued a proposal to build the first ever cloud database for Medicaid. Now you'll remember that Medicaid is that program that serves 70 million Americans, our poor, our children, and people with disabilities. And Jeannie seized it. She jumped at the opportunity. She did not flinch. Why? Well, it's a personal why. Jeannie's younger brother, Guy Mong, has autism. And when he was 7, he had his first grand mal seizure at Disneyland. He fell to the ground. He stopped breathing. So it was up to Jeannie to enroll her family in Medicaid. She was 9 years old. That moment defined her mission, and that mission became her company. And that company bid on, won, and delivered on that contract. And Jeannie's story tells us that a compelling sense of why can be the launch pad for our objectives. Remember, that's what we want to have accomplished. You'd think a rock star would be an unlikely user of objectives and key results. But for years, Bono has used OKRs to wage a global war against poverty and disease. And his one organization has focused on 2 really gorgeous, audacious objectives. The first is debt relief for the poorest countries in the world. The next is universal access to anti-HIV drugs. Now, why are these good objectives? Let's go back to our checklist. Significant? Check. Concrete? Yes. Action-oriented? Yes. Inspirational? Well, let's just listen to Bono.
So you're passionate? How passionate? What actions does your passion lead you to do? If the heart doesn't find a perfect rhyme with the head, then your passion means nothing. And when you have that sort of structure and environment, and the right people, magic is round the corner.
I love that. OKRs cultivate the madness, and magic is right around the corner. This is perfect. So, with Jeannie, we've covered the whys. With Bono, the whats of goal setting. Let's turn our attention to the hows. Remember, the hows are the key results. That's how we meet our objectives. And good results are specific and time-bound. They're aggressive but realistic. They're measurable and they're verifiable. Those are good key results. In 2008, a Googler, Sundar Pichai, took on an objective, which was to build the next generation client platform for the future of web applications. In other words, build the best browser. He was very thoughtful about how he chose his key results. How do you measure the best browser? It could be ad clicks or engagement or No. He said numbers of users, because users are going to decide if Chrome is a great browser or not. So he had this 1 3-year-long objective, build the best browser. And then every year, He stuck to the same key results, numbers of users, but he upped the ante. In the first year, his goal was 20 million users, and he missed it. Got less than 10. Second year, he raised the bar to 50 million. He got to 37 million users, somewhat better. In the third year, he upped the ante once more to 100 million. He launched an aggressive marketing campaign, broader distribution, improved the technology, and kaboom! He got 111 million users. Here's why I like this story. Not so much for the happy ending, but it shows someone carefully choosing the right objective and then sticking to it year after year after year.